Former House Speaker K-Mac is here. All right, K-Mac, what opportunity do you see here for Republicans and for the country when the Democrats are in such disarray?
Well, what you see is not just President Trump win the election, he actually broke the Democrats. Think about this. The Democrats are now protesting electric vehicles. They're at the lowest favorability. They're a minority view in the Supreme Court. They can't stop any legislation. But this is the key part. Gen Z, the young population, is not only probably one of the most conservative generations since the 80s, they're pro-Trump, but they're also anti-Democrat. The Hispanic population trending Republican. And then look to the future. There's only 3 Republicans sitting in seats in the House that Harris carried. 8 years ago, there was 23. It's a bad Senate map for the Democrats. And then the Electoral College. Their liberal policies are making people move out of these blue states. You said it. It's almost going to be impossible for the Democrats to win the presidency. They can win Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania, and they would still lose. And they still haven't woken up that they don't realize their policies are what driving people crazy. Bill Maher says it every week.
AOC and Bernie are all over the country. They say they have big crowds. I don't know if these are the same people that go to every liberal event. Who knows? But where do you see that wing of the party going? It looks like a big threat.
It is, but remember, Bernie Sanders is the true leader of the party. He would have been the nominee if the Democrats had not cheated. But the difference here is Bernie is not registered a Democrat. He is a socialist. So the core wing of the Democratic Party is going further left to the Socialist Party. They would never win the majority, but they're about to take over the party. I would really tell the Democrats they got to start from scratch. The first thing they should do is change the name. This is the same name of the party that brought us Jim Crow laws. This is the same name of the party that was there when they had slaves. Why wouldn't they change the name? Why wouldn't they be something new? That's where they got to start from. They got weak leaders in Congress, Hakeem and Schumer. They probably won't be able to sustain themselves. And AOC and the young socialists will take them over and put them further into the minority.
Do you have a recommendation for a new name of the party if it's not going to be the Democrat Party?
Well, you know, anything would be better than what they currently have. Listen to the core Democrats. They say the brand is so bad, but if you think about the brand, why was it created? Think about the Republican Party. Our first president was Abraham Lincoln. We fought Jim Crow laws. We believed everyone was created equal. We went after the Ku Klux Klan. We have a sustaining history and a purpose and a why we became a party. The Democrats, they have milly-rounded all this time and never really stood for anything. What do they stand for now is not what they stood for 10 years ago. They continue to change.
All right. Well, we'll poll the audience and we'll come up with some new names. And then we'll ask the audience also, who wore it better? My tie a little bit better than your tie. I think the audience would agree.
It's not even close. No. It's as simple. The knot. I mean, your knot is very small, but I understand that.
Well,
but tie is a good color, but mine is much better.
Okay,
than
at least I tied my own tie. Okay, I didn't have a guy reach behind me and do it for me like you, K-Mac. We got to go.
Look, I'm
sorry.
mine.
We got to go. I had to get the last word.